Hey everybody, welcome back to the stream. Fortunately, your streamer is a bit more comfortable now because I now have a mic arm, so I'm not sitting just 6 inches from in front of my monitor. Just as a quick review before we hop into the game, I tossed some select commands out, or some bot commands out in the chat. I see they didn't show up for the recording, so for the people watching the VOD on the YouTube, the name basically says how you say my name. The Palworld settings is basically my settings are normal with the following changes. Damage to structure multiplier is at 0.5. Structure deterioration rate is at 0, which means I can build outside the base and the stuff won't deteriorate over time. Time to incubate the eggs is 0, because who wants to sit and watch an egg incubate on stream? If we get to the point where we got a ton of eggs and we can just toss them around, then we might look at changing that, but this is where I'm leaning at this point. Death penalty is no drops. I don't want to have to go hunt for stuff. I do the same thing in Minecraft. I'd much rather keep inventory on than off. Some self-imposed rules is our base level can only go up to our player level divided by 2.5. So we can't have base level 20 until we hit level 50. It's just something to slow us down a little bit, make us take a bit more time. Looking to be a chill playthrough. We must gather all the Liftmonk effigies and memos before moving on to another level zone, as well as defeating all the non-sealed dungeons. So the dungeons that have multiple rooms, we have to clear those before we move on. We might make an exception if we are clearing the dungeons and this one specific dungeon is not opening for us, then we might just come back to that and check it at least once a stream. And with the plans today are I'm going to do, I believe, the Liftmonk and effigies for the starting zones. Since we have our flyer, we got that right at the end of the last stream. And then we'll pound out some dungeons, and in between time, hopefully we'll get to the point that we can do the stone foundations and get our base set up so that our pals are producing food for themselves and just working up towards getting a breeding base going. And with that said, I'm not going to forget to switch scenes. There we go. On this game scene, I can't talk tonight apparently, before we actually start the game. I know I had said I was going to hop on and do some stuff in between on here. I did not. I thought about it, but I made the decision, since even gathering stuff gives you XP, I didn't want to start hitting levels while we weren't on stream. And there we go. We don't have a whole lot of pals to get going. As you remembered, right before we stopped the last stream, the patch they had introduced means that these guys will mine the ore nodes before they come over and do the pits. So that might change how we lay out this base completely, because that means we get some palladium and very little ore as they mine those nodes up, instead of just stone at the stone pit. That said, let's review where we are here. Dump stuff off in the chests. Food. We do not have a whole lot of food on us. So we are going to take half of that. Oh, that's right. We have I forgot we got that little spot down there. So let's just dump those down to an even 100. And then what we're going to do before we take off here is, oops, nope, campfire. There we go. Let's get some more cooked berries going so that as we're running around, our pals here at the base don't end up starving and complaining. And while he does that, let's swap to our axe, which is about dead. We're going to need to repair both of these here. Let's chop down some trees while our pal cooks up those berries. It shouldn't take too long. And then we're going to go hunt some Liftmonk effigies here. Day's just starting. We'll try and set out about halfway through the day. That will get us some XP, and it will also increase our capture power once we turn them in at a statue. Which, if I recall, we need to build to increase the base. Yes, build Statue of Power. Can we build... we need to learn that. There we go. Statue of Power at level 6. And we got the stuff to build. And it won't let us build there because that's where the box is where they drop down. We'll just plunk them in the middle here. And as you can see, we have pals come up. And as soon as they start helping, that little timer goes down. That is one reason the Anubis is a very good one to get with his handiwork of level 4. And as you can see, this is where we turn it in. We can go up to level... Well, it takes a lot. I believe collecting all the Lift Monk effigies in the starting areas will get us up to, I think, 3 or 4. I can't recall exactly. This is also where we can enhance our pals with the pal souls that we get. None of these are final versions, so we're not going to do that right now. Just a reminder to get the stone foundations, we need to get to level 18. And boy, he's taking longer to do that than I thought he was going to. We're just going to help him cook those just a little bit faster here for a minute. Unfortunately, remember I got that toggle set. You could hear my hands clapping there. I'm not touching the keyboard. Very good change in my opinion, because why should you have to sit there and just hold down a key to do this? We cannot tab out while we're doing that, which is also okay. You're still setting here, but you're not putting undue use on your keyboard. Not that that really adds a whole lot. But as you can see, we have, well, maybe you can't see. I could see it there in the distance. That chest respawned. So that means it is outside the blue ring. Only just barely, but it is outside, so it will respawn. And sometimes it'll be that gold. The gold ones are the ones we want if we want to augment our pals, because they will have the pal souls in it. Purple ones are more rare, air quotes there. They will have more gold in it, so more stuff. But yeah, those pal souls are what you want to be able to upgrade your pals. Especially once we have read up for the traits. I do not have the mod that shows... There is a mod out there where it will show when you're looking at them what their IVs are. I do not have any mods installed. More because I just haven't really felt like doing it. I don't think we're going to necessarily breed for those IVs. It's enough of a hassle just to breed for the skills, honestly. Especially to get to the pal that you want. Let's see how much... We won't even get through another tree here. So, I think we're just going to repair those items quick. That way, if we run into something we want to mine while we're out and around, we can do it. Okay, we can't do that. Let's see, and you can see 56 of 56. I don't want to take everything, because then the pal will fill that ore slot in the chest. So back it off one. And the Fox Park's going to do there. We'll just get another ore here to repair. We're over 100 in the feed box, and then we'll just go out and... Oops, don't do that. We'll get too hot. Okay, we got one. Oh, yeah, we want 2, otherwise it'll get rid of the ingot in here, remember? Like I was just saying, we got our spacers. We don't want to get rid of that, because then pals will just dump willy-nilly in here. Instead of where we want them to, like, say, the feed box for the berries. We don't want them starting to toss berries in here and here. There we go. Now we can repair that. Okay, so let's recall him. We're going to want our Nightwing. Nope. Come on, get over here. There we go. So, let me bring up our map. So this is the starting area, the original starting area. I'm just going to zoom in a bit here so we can kind of see. We're just going to get these Liftmonk effigies. And what I'm going to do, let me zoom back out again. I'm going to drag this off of this screen so I can have it up over here. And then I can kind of go to it as we go around. So our first one, zoom in, is to the south here. And I am going to mark them off in my PDF as we get them. Remember, we're on a flying mount, so no fall damage. Just gotta watch his stamina, especially when climbing, is when it really gets used up. Let's see, actually, I think our Liftmonk effigy was down around here. As memory serves. There we go. There's number 1. Let's see, number 2 should be somewhere. Oh, that's right, it's clear up on this tower here. Even some of these are difficult to get to, because especially early level, not the best flying mount, he's not the fastest, and you can see his stamina is dropping, and as soon as he runs out of stamina, he falls to the ground too. So our effigy is clear up top here. As you remember, this is the tower we came over and through from the starting area. But you can see just through there, that's the way we took to get down in here. To get to that little base. Unrateable for those that maybe haven't caught a previous stream. They can come, but since they can't climb stuff, they can't get to the base. The only raids we might get will be the flying ones, but that depends how smart they've made them. Because I know other unrateable base locations, they get stuck in spots that they technically shouldn't get stuck in. Even the flying ones. So we'll see once we get to a high enough level that we get those. That crosses that one off. Let's see, our next one is past. I believe it's down in that little area there. So basically straight ahead. We actually have been near this one before. It had that chest in that very first stream. And while we're going around, we'll get the fast travel points around the area as well. Just so that when it comes time that we want to jump around for the dungeons, then we can get to the closer areas. So there was the chest, there was that memo. Our Liftmonk effigy is actually down here. Still in the little pool area. Now, as far as starting areas, I have seen people use this area here as well for a starting area and a breeding base. And it works because it's actually, you can see that cold meter is actually 1 tick to the left. So that means it's good for hatching eggs and such. Because even the ice eggs, that's enough to get where you get the 100% bonus. And now, especially, when you can build extra campfires just to get the heating up, that's a very good spot. I believe, I'll have to double check when we get to that point, but I believe our spot that we have up over where we have our base currently is the same way. And let's see, our effigy should be off over here, but we're going to want our stamina back because it's like halfway down. Roughly, somewhere over here. And if you're hunting without the, there it is, without the benefit of the map, which you can easy do, it's easier to do at nighttime because these things will glow. And that is one reason I left when I did, so that we can hopefully see that take effect. And now our next one is off this little peninsula. So what we're going to do is get up over here. maybe. Gonna run out of stamina here, right there. And just like with our personal stamina with mining, like I pointed out, if you get clear down there, then you're stuck because you're going to have to wait for it to fully regenerate. But what we're going to do is we basically need to head down to that fast travel point. So we'll just go this way, since that is faster than traveling with the bird. Because we basically need to get down to that fast travel point. Helps to run a bit. Because our next effigy is that one back in here that we just keep passing every time we come by. He's faster. Let's take him. There we go. And since we're on these screens, I am going to go ahead and grab this memo that is right over here, which again is just backstory. We'll look at that. Let's take a look at that quick. So the journals. This is technically the first one, but it's the first in the list anyway. So Castaway's journal, day XX0, whatever. This world harbors a secret. I was convinced of this when I began re-examining the globe's geographical features for my research towards the end of last year. Looking over the islands of the world, I noticed something strange. It felt like a certain area was empty, so to speak. I knew there should have been something there. It was unbelievable to me how no one could have noticed such an obvious absence in this location. With a few months of preparation, I was successfully able to guess the location of an island based on my hypothesis. With conviction in my heart, I chartered a boat and set out for that island alone. Okay, so a little bit of story. Make sure I mark that one off the map. Okay, that one's marked off. Let me get back to my effigy map so I know where we're going here. And we don't waste as much time on just looking for stuff. There we go. So we are going to go from here to the northwest. Oops. Dismount. Switch up. So the next one we're going for is somewhere around here. So basically back towards the east a bit. You can actually see it if it's the one I'm thinking of. Right over there. And then there'll be one bit further down. I believe it's up towards the top, though. It's been about a week since I collected all these on another playthrough. But, yeah, that's why I kind of remember where they are, and I kind of don't. Yeah, it's up top over there. And we can grab at that skill tree. And basically what the skill tree is it grows... Let me top off him here. You can see it has fruit on it, and you use those fruit to teach your pals moves. So like this one, Icicle Cutter. Or this one will teach it Aqua Gun. This one, you can see Lightning Streak. And just like other things, those will respawn over time. Let's see, we got that guy, and we got that guy. Okay. Then we're just going to move north from here. I don't believe... Oh, we do have the fast travel. So we're going to head towards these fort ruins, and then there's one right over here. I think we might see if that Chillet boss is up, and if so, we might just take him on again quick, because we can always use more ancient technology parts. When we first defeated him, we got... Oops, there we go. These ancient technology points, when you go in and re-defeat them, you don't get more points. So those are a bit more rare, but you do get stuff to sell. You can capture them again. They're still an alpha pal. And he is ice, so we are going to want to use our fire guy. Wake him up. Switch spheres in case we want to... Oops, I did not dodge because I wasn't paying attention. Just making sure we got spheres switched. And we're going to move behind him here, maybe. I hit the button to dodge and he didn't dodge. 50% chance. Are we going to catch him? Hey, we caught him. So as you can see, we got the ancient civilization, parts again. And the precious pelt to sell and the leather, which, yeah, we can sell the leather too. And I know I didn't grab the flyer back out, but this is just as quick given where we're going. Let's see, and usually there's stuff over here you can pick up. Usually arrows. And it's arrows again, but we're using arrows at the moment, so we can use that. And here's that fast travel point. And it should be northwest of here, and that's going to be down in this little ruined fort area. I believe it's actually up in that tower, if I recall. So you can see there, we got a lot more gold, but we didn't get any PAL souls. And yes, I do believe we need to get up. Because I think he's in the tower here. Yep, he's in the tower. So as you can see, some of these things you may not even see unless you were up over there and happen to glance over here at night. Otherwise, how would you see that one from down on the ground there? Let's see, now we're going to head a little northwest. Our next one should be back over in here-ish. And I believe he's at the... Nope, he's not on the top of that. But he's back over here somewhere. I believe on the other side of this point. And all this time, since I'm not on a dedicated server, I'm on just a single player on my computer, our pals at the base are working away. Oh, there it is. He's kind of back in there, so we'll hop off and come back in here to grab it. Now the reason we're... Ooh, we got it. I don't think I have a key for that one, though. I got a silver key, but I don't think I got a copper key. Yeah, requires copper key ×1. Well, we don't have a copper key, so that don't work for us. Anyway, back over to the map. Mark that one off. Now, basically, just a little southwest here. This one, I believe, is on the point. Basically, this point is pointing to that point. So we're going to come up this way. Yep, see, he's right up there at the top. Mark that one off. And southwest of here are a couple. Trying to see if I can see them from here. I think they're on the other side of this mount. Rocky bit, whatever you want to call it. Let me sit down here while I check our map. Okay, so I think I know where one is for sure. Oh, right there. Like I said, there's 2 here, and I think that's the westernmost one. I think the other one is clear down on the bottom here. If we are where I think we are. Yep, there we go. Basically right on top of each other there. Okay, those 2 are marked off. Let's see, if we go south of here, it's basically, let's see. It says fast travel point. Oh, there we go. So it should be somewhere around here-ish. And then our next one is around here-ish. So basically south. And as it's starting to get dark, we'll see these a lot easier in the distance. Let's sit down here quick because we're about to run out of stamina. And then if we need to, we can take off quicker because we didn't quite run out. Let's see, I need to go west. This way. And as you can see, these early levels, lots of paldium over here. That is too far west. I needed to go east, not west. Proper directions help. So let's see here. That's going to be down in a little watery thing. There's one. You can, like I said, and here's the other one. Like I said, getting darker, so harder for you guys to see. But you can definitely see these things a lot easier. I'll bring out my torch so you guys can see a little bit easier. But we get these things at night, like you can see it, basically a beacon just shining out there for you to, oh, hey, come get me, come get me. Okay, let me mark those 2 off. And then, oops, come back over here. Oh, we didn't grab that fast travel. Let's go up and grab that fast travel because then we can go up north of that and grab one. And then we're set for when we're ready to fight Penking, which we could maybe do at this point, but I'm not entirely sure we'd survive it. I mean, he's a level 15, we're level 16. You'd hope we'd be able to, but again, it's a boss, so it is more powerful. And jump again. And that's the thing that really throws you off, the view distance on here. Oh, those 3 things are close. No, they're not. Let's see, which way we going? Northwest here. So that's the fast travel we're heading towards. On the little compass up there, it says, hey, there's a fast travel point over here. And then if we go northwest of that on the beach, that's the effigy we're after right over there. Come on, dismount. There we go. Switch up. The guy. I know there's ones over there, but those are technically in the higher level, well, quote-unquote higher level areas that my personal rules say we're not going to head that way yet until we clear out everything on the lower level side. Ooh, chest up there. Okay, let's mark that guy off. And then I believe we're going to head to the southwest. Oops, grab some more of those. And then there's another fast travel point down there that is north of the small settlement. But first, let's grab this guy. And I think if we fast travel back to the tower, it's going to be quicker for us to get around here. So there is another fast travel point. We can just barely not see it right here. So we're going to fast travel here, and then there'll be some effigies we can get there. And a Nightwing, we might try and grab him here. Because hopefully he might have some good stats for us. And I don't know why he jumped. He's going to fall right back down again. There we go. Our guy is missing every single attack. Nice. There we go. And, oh, dang it. Good job, but too good. Okay, let's get our own Nightwing out here. Let's get it so you guys can see a bit better. And from the tower, it was basically west, just a little north. It just popped in. The markers on the compass up top only show up when you get within 300 meters. So just something to keep in mind. $150. Are we going to make it up here before we exhaust? Just. Bring them down and rest a bit as we come over, and up we go. And there it is. And I know we're not going to do that yet. After a bit. But that tower, that statue we built in the base before we left, there's, I think, 4 churches around where he shows up too, so you don't have to build it in the base. Get back in here. You can always come to these to use it, but to level up your base, you have to build it. So there's one right behind here. And got him marked. And just northwest. This direction. Should be one, not too far out. We go back to facing southeast. Maybe we'll see it quicker, maybe not. Oh, there he is. Pick him up. I'm going to check the map to make sure that's the one I think it is, and it is. So just northwest of this is another one I think might be up on the tip of that point there. Oh. We got something attacking us. And I'm not seeing him down below. Yep, he's up top on the point there. So let's stop climbing so we maybe have enough stamina to get over here. And we just had enough to get over here. Now, northwest of here. Oh, come on. It's one thing when they're hovering. You kind of hover out of range and then back into range. So, northwest of here, basically along this path, so right up probably around here is another fast travel point, another effigy to the south of that. Let's see which direction we want to go here. If we go, there's another fast travel there. So let's go southwest. Then we'll hit fast travel, yeah, let's do that. So southwest to here. This direction is supposed to be one. I'm thinking right down here. And that's part of the bad thing about flying too. I'm descending as fast as I can. I suppose I could jump off of them and try to redeploy them, but I don't have a glider, so I just end up dying. Oh, I think I know where we are. I think he's down here. And I'm going to run out of stamina. There he is. Run out of stamina. Oh, I can get down really fast there. I wish there was a way to just toggle off. Stop flying and fall. Yep, that's the one I thought it was. Sorry, my PDF keeps getting rid of the fact that I'm marking stuff. So if we go northwest, there's one, I think right about here. And I could mark on my map about where we're going with these, and I thought about hopping on and marking them all down. We can just do it this way. We need content for the stream anyway, right? Let's see, west a bit more. Somebody's fighting somewhere. Seeing those damage numbers pop up. Let's see, is he down in here? There he is. I think we can get back in there with the bird. Yep, okay. Yep, that marks that one off. Oops, wrong one. That marks that one off, and we go due north of here is a fast travel, and there's also another fast travel right over here, so we're going to grab both of those while we're out flying. Then it becomes much easier to come back. And I have seen, yeah, so these are not friendly humans and friendly humans fighting. We'll leave them to it. I have seen somebody build a base on this bridge on stream one time, or in a video. I can't remember what it was. Looked rather impressive the way they built it. Definitely nothing I could do. It's far beyond my abilities. And there's another boss there. Good mid-game waterer for the base. Definitely out of our range at the moment. He's down there somewhere. Heading for that other fast travel. Should be that one right there, I believe. Yep. Just making sure I'm aimed the right direction. Watching the detail flood in as we fly along. There it is. Little outside of our range if we're encountering these guys already. Which would be very tempting to get because they drop cotton candy. Oh, no. Bad wolf. Let's catch him just in case he has... Let's switch spheres so we're not using those ones. Just in case he has some good traits on him. And we still need to catch him anyway, it looks like. But Veil of Darkness, not useful on a mount. Okay, so we got that. Let's see, if we go back to the southeast, there's one on this little island here. That's east. We need to go southeast. And basically, we're going to be getting into more of this yellowish area of the small settlement. Lands. Let's see, I think there's one up there too. This is when I wish the game had a mini-map built in instead of having to download a mod for it. Let's see, so we need to go more north. northeast. East, northeast. This direction. He's on one of these plateaus in this rocky area here. I think he's on this level with the trees. But I see a chest, so let's grab the chest. Just enough. There he is. I was close. Backside here. There we go. And there's that guy. Should be 3 right in a row. Basically here-ish. So I bet one's right on the top of that point. That one there? No, that's a Joltog. Oh, dang it. Too much damage. Oh, there's one. Oh, see, it's warning us. Team is hungry. Pals don't eat when you're riding them, remember? I could manually feed him, but if we do this, he's going to eat himself until he's full enough to get to that halfway point. Since we have that small feed bag. And I'm just going to feed him some extra bread that we got from some chests. Okay, 1, 2, and like I said, I think number 3 is clear up there on the tippy top point there. One. Oh, not close enough. There we go. 2. I'm 90% sure that's where it is. Clear up on that point. Take a break here while we go get closer to the back end here. So that when we climb, we know we can make it up. Catch them since we need to. Oh no, get in there. Glutton. Nope, still not one we want, but gets us closer to that 10 catch limit. That's an egg. That's not what we were after. Oh, there it is. We would have looked when we stopped up here. Didn't even glance over this way. Okay, so there's that one, that one, and that one. So off to the east is a few more. Yes, okay. Just making sure where I am here. So off to the east, right up here along this trail line, it looks like is one there, one there. I know there's one down in the settlement. We're working our way there. So past this area, shadow. And along this area down here. That that one? I think that's one of them right there. Yep. And this would be the one. Good, so southeast of here is our next one. Southeast. Looks like it's supposed to be along that side, so that's why I'm looking over there. Missed him. Until that one's caught, it thinks that's what we're fighting. Ooh, a runner. Oops. Well, now we have an electric guy at any rate. Okay, what were we doing? Oh, yeah. Let's see. It is supposed to be right around here somewhere. It must be up a bit. There it is. Come on, there we go. Mark him off. Let's see, so I think we are going to... Let me bring the map back over so you guys can kind of have an idea what I'm planning here. We got all these up north done. Oops. Up, over. My mouse keeps disappearing. There we are. So there's one clear over here. I think we are right here. I think I'm going to come over here, come around, grab, work our way back. It's a little travel for us right at the start, but then we can just come right back over. And I can show you a spot that a lot of people like as a early game ore base to mine at. Too many levels for me to like until they can let us like tie foundations together, and I'll show you what I mean here in a second. As you can see, a bunch of ore nodes right there. So if you set a bunch of those in your base circle just within, you get some of this up here too. But there's no way to do a foundation up here and a foundation down here and have those foundations connected to each other. And that's the part that annoys me. It's like I'd like to be able to like start up there and build a stair down, and then do another foundation. But you can't do that. You could start down here and do stair up, and then a roof. But only for such a distance. And then you'd have to try and manually line up, but then those foundations would not be connected technically. Let's see, this one, there was one to the southwest of us here, down in this area. I believe we just drop off the edge. Yeah, we'll grab the egg while we're here. In a spot. Was he the one that's clear? There he is. And we nab. Come on. There we go. I said fighting to get those when you're on a mount sometimes does not work. Our next one was up around here somewhere. So northwest. If I recall, it is up top. And that over there is another starting area. I believe we got... Put down here. The fast travel point we got was further down, but there's one right across there, so we might quick grab that one. There we go. Come on. Come on. There we go. And grab that one. And basically do west of here along the coast. Like I said, there's one right on the other side of this church. We're going to grab that quick. Then we have that fast travel point when we come back over here. I'll grab that lift monk down there when we clear this area. That way we don't mix up which ones are done and which ones aren't done. There's that fast travel point. And I think we're going to get off the Nightwing, because this guy will get us over there quicker. And there we go. And this is another church. There's another statue in there. Let's see. Our effigy we were after is going to be right about there. So basically just due north of where we are. Dismount. I never quite hold that long enough when I'm trying to get off them. And there he is. You can just see him there in the crosshairs. Almost there. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, so from here, we need to go way back east. And we may as well grab that egg too. I can't remember. Did we unlock? I don't think we unlocked. Oh, we did unlock the incubator. I can't remember if we built it, but... So these eggs we can hatch and see what we get. There is a set number of pals the eggs can have given on the area we grab them in. The type of egg does make a difference. So when it's a dark egg, it will be a dark pal. If it's a dragon egg, it will be a dragon type pal. So we're definitely going to get a fire. We're going to get a couple dark eggs. I bet you both of those end up being tombats, but we'll see. Aiming for right about there. So yeah, basically due east. Sprint a bit, use up that stamina quicker, and we drop. Which also, when you're on a flying mount, no stamina means you can't jump either. Because jump immediately says, oh, you're flying. So here's that one. And I'll rearrange my map here in a second to see where we're going next. And looking on the time, it might be time for a get up and move break right after we get these ones from this starting island here. Just a second. Mark that one off. Come back over. We got all those. Come down a little bit. Nothing down there. Okay, so we just got that one. We go to the southeast. There's one over here. Let's get that one first. And then we can kind of work our way back up and around through the settlement. And then there's a couple over here yet. And we'll end up over there. So, dungeon. Looks like it's open. There's the effigy. I don't think we're going to make it. Nope, just missed it. him off. Do north of here. Should be one. Right around the bridge, just before the bridge. There's an egg. Or is it just past the bridge? Should be right around where we are, actually. It shows... Oh, nope, right around... Let's see, along the bridge on this side, down... There it is. Yeah, without the cheat sheet of a map, some of these would be very difficult to find. Come on, there we go. There's that guy. And if we come up to the northeast of here, should be one around there, that little black mark right in the center. Northeast. Can't remember if he's on that ledge down there. Yes, there he is. Nope, come on. There we go. Oops, and it took my marker away again. There we go. And we're going to skip the settlement one. So let's go to the southeast of here. Going to be down in this area here. And then one there. And then one there. And then one clear out here. And then we'll end up in the settlement because there's one here-ish, and there's one in the settlement. And then we'll do our break. We'll just extend this start of the play session a little further, which I'm perfectly okay with because, like I said, with the mic arm, I'm in a lot more comfortable position now. So we got 1, 2, 3. So much easier to see at nighttime. Nope, down we go. This would be another good spot to build. This area back in here, high cliffs, you'd only have one spot to worry about raiders coming from. Okay, that is that one, and that one, and that one. Let's go out to the point here and grab that one. So east of here, past this big fossil bones. I'm not sure if it's actually bone or fossil at this point. One of the two. And one spot that I set up when I first started playing was this little land bridge right there, because you only get from one end or the other. You never end up getting raids from the water side. But at that point, the raids were still really stupid, and they'd go around my barriers and not to the open spot, because I specifically left the spot open. Hey, come here. Oh no, half of them would go to the open spot to get into the base. Half of them would go around and start beating up a barrier that took them longer to get to. But early access, it's being worked on. I'm sure that'll get looked at some point too. Okay, that takes care of that one. Our next one is right around that point right there, that little gray dot. And then just east of there, and then there's one at the settlement, and then we got this first area done. So I think one of them is up. I think that might be the one we're going for the top of the gray spot. Actually. Oh, my guy's hungry. Let's drop down. He can eat while I run. And we may as well grab this egg while we're here too. Okay. And climb and we climb. Yes, we could go get that fast travel point, but that's more... Getting that point is more like the reward for beating that tower. You can see in the upper right-hand corner of the tutorial it says, challenge the boss at Rain Syndicate Tower. That is the Rain Syndicate Tower right there. And that will, I think my plan is we'll do that maybe like right before... Oops. Come on, pick it up. There we go. Right before we move on areas, but maybe not. We'll see. He is a bit harder of a boss to defeat, but he is defeatable. Let's see, due west of here. Should be one still on the green side of things, so not on the yellow side of things. I see an egg. We may as well go grab that. I just did a little hop. Huh. Let's settle down. And double check the map. No, way northwest or northeast of this. It should be like right in the center of those crosshairs there. There we go. Definitely one that would be difficult without a flyer. And then that just leaves the one at the small settlement, which is that fast travel right there that we're heading towards. Right over here. And since we're here, we may as well sell that stuff from defeating that Chillet, which is that precious pelt right there. And our effigy is hiding down here under the... I didn't want to climb the... There we go. Oh, nope, come on. And there. So that is... Let me bring my map back over so you guys can see it too. Every Liftmonk effigy crossed off in this Plateau of Beginnings area. So what we're going to do is one, get back up here. Maybe. There we go. Is head back to the base. And we are a few minutes late for our get up and move break here, which I'm just about ready for here. All the pals are nice and sleepy. And while we were gone, you can see we're back up to 140 in there. The berries, like I said, slowly cook over time. Once we get the cooking pot, they cook even faster by themselves over time. And let's see, do we have enough wool to do 5 cloth? definitely. We're just going to set that, but since we still can't pause the game, we are going to just return to title to pause the game, and we are going to get up and move for about 5 minutes. It's supposedly good for you. It's definitely good for me to get up and stretch. So we will set that get up and move timer, and I will try to be back before it finishes. See you in a bit. And I'm back. Let's get in there, make that cloth, make that incubator quick, and we'll hatch those eggs, since we don't have to wait for it to wait. And it's thinking about it, and it's thinking about it. And if only they could fix, because when you load back in, all the pals in your base drop off right here. But while we're in here, let's let our Fox Parks do its thing. And then we'll get that cloth going here. And we'll build that quick just over here. Really doesn't matter at this point. We're going to break it down when we do the stone foundations. And we get the materials back. So that's definitely a good thing about this, that they don't make it, oh, you build it, you lose your materials if you break it. No, you get everything back. You can immediately rebuild it. Scorching egg was a Limbell, another fire pal. Oh, good, you don't have to hold the F here either. And another Flambell. I think our first one was traitless. Looks like. Possibly our second one was too. That's rare and interesting. I want to look at that quick. Male and female, both traitless. That's very good first pulls on that. We got a breeding pair. We'll sort our box out and our levels out before we take off here. And glutton. That's not good. That just means he gets hungry quicker. And that is the first time I seen those Lee's Punk carry. Oh, raid. Now it's not as annoying because we can switch to our... that guy. Hop on. Dumad's taking a break. Okay, I was wondering why he wasn't breaking stuff. Like I said there. Oops. I hit him as I was flying by. I did not intend to do that. Well, I damaged him some. I was hoping that might have killed him so we wouldn't have to chase him down. Enemy has been defeated. And just like that, we can come back up here. There we go. Now he's not on a break. Dismount. Come back. Go back over to this guy. Go back to doing your thing. Let's see. I was about to come back up here because we got a pal we hadn't seen before. I'm not even going to pronounce it. The deer. As you can see, he has logging too, so if we dropped him in the base, he would chop down all the trees. Clumsy means his work speed is -10, so that's not exactly a base pal. These Vixies, well, let's go in order here. So we got this one. We can assign these guys to the ranch and they'll produce flame organs. I kind of wish they had the same thing for the ice and electric organs, but I don't think they do at present. We got a couple dire howls that aren't any good because those gluttons mean that their sanity drops faster, so it'd be kind of neutral as far as a team pal would be concerned. The Spark It with Runner. Runner's good because they'll move around faster. But this guy has electricity generating, which we won't get into for a little while yet. So he'll generate electricity for us. But since he also has handiwork and transporting, he can do other stuff besides that. Not necessarily something you want for an electric generator. You kind of want that to be the only. That's why it was after that Jolt Hog we seen. And the Vixies. I mean, we got a Dainty Eater, so sanity drops slower. So we might use this one when we drop it in a ranch. It will basically randomly find gold pal spheres and arrows for us. So once we get these foundations upgraded, we might drop a ranch and drop her in that ranch so that she can produce stuff for us while we're not here. Comes in very handy. And the longer we're out doing dungeons and stuff, the longer she has to build stuff up for us. Like I said, these are probably, I think, going to be tombats, but we'll see here. There's one. And there's another one. Waiting for the list to catch up to see what we got on the second one. Bunch of random stuff. Now, our Doomud has mining 2. That's what the tombats have. Where'd the other tombat go? Oh, the other tombat turned into... Okay, the other one's a Nox. Anyway, the tombat also has mining 2, also has gathering 2 and transporting 2. And he is a night pal, so he will work through the night. He won't sleep until his sanity drops to a certain point. But you can see he eats a lot more food. So I almost don't even want to use the Doomud in the base at the moment because the berries might not be enough sanity regen to keep him up there. I almost want to wait until we get to the point where we can do... it's a jam, something or other. You'll see it when we get there. It's basically just a slightly better food. It does twice the nutrition, which means they don't have to come back and eat as often. But it also raises sanity by 5 instead of just by 1. Kind of watching him to see if he's going to jump off the edge or not. But so far, so good. You done with those? Okay. And you can go back to those. Ingots. We're up the base of our inventory a bit. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 things to drop off. 1, 2, 3 to drop. 4. And the excess seeds will drop in the top here. And just get rid of some of that stuff. We're still good on the berries. Fish out of water. Has to jump around. Anyway, level. We did level up. So we are level 17. So if we bring up our leveling here, means we're still at level 6 on the base. But we get another carry weight, which can only help. And second base comes at 10, so we got to get to level 25 before we can get a second base. So we already passed that one ore point. If we're not to the point that we can get to the basically the golden spot for ore and coal yet, as far as our self-imposed rules, then we'll set up our second base over there so that we can gather iron quick and come back. But I think before we take off, we're going to straighten up our PAL box a bit here. Zen Mind, we're not looking for. Waterproof, we're not looking for. Serious, I don't believe. I got to remember what we were looking for on this run versus other runs here. No, we're not looking for that. Motivational leader, I know we are. Hard skin. Serious, I said we were not. Early body, we're not. Mind foreman, I believe we are. Him we were just going to keep for... Let's see. Oh, we had the work slave. Oh, work speed does not affect. Right. So work speed on a Ranch Pal does not affect it. But this thing, with the sanity dropping lower, that means the berries do better. So that one we're going to keep for our thing there. We were keeping that because of Nimble and Nimble, so we can build those guys up. Let's see. We can get rid of this chillet because we're going to have this chillet as a mine foreman. We were saving that chillet because it would do icing and basically only icing. It would get up to help gather, but if you have enough other pals doing that, it goes quick. These two we were definitely keeping because they're traitless. Okay, so let's grab those over there. So we got a mine foreman chillet. So mine foreman chillet, I didn't pay attention. It is a male. So as you can see, like I said, I went in and I brought in our breeding power. Basically, the lower the number, the better the pal. That's not exactly 100% true. But when you're breeding, it will take the average of the two. So say we did this chillet and this fox parks. So we do an 800 chillet and a 1400 fox parks. Let's do it this way. So basically what it would do is say, okay, well, take this plus 1, divide by 2. So that would get us something, and you round it, I believe it was down. So we would need something that would be at the number 1100. Is there a pal at 1100? Oops, wrong one. So that, if we bred the fox parks and the chillet, it should, ideally anyway, give us the gobfin ignis. Since that is a special version of the gobfin, I'm not sure that it would. So we would definitely want to double check that. But it's a rough guess of where we'd be. So let's drop that chillet in box 4 in the middle. In the middle. And we have a motivational leader, which we were not keeping, I guess. Never mind. I forgot. That does increase the player work speed, which we really don't need. That's what literally all the other pals are for. So if we come over here, we get into breeding. Male and female. So let's bold those so we know where we drop them. So the male gets dropped right before the chickpea. Oops, here we go. So the chickpea we're going to want there. And the flambell gets dropped right before the lamb ball, so we're going to want the... We're off here. Where are we off? Now let's crap that female in. Are we even in the right box? Should be box number 7 that we're filling up, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, see, we're off one. 7. Now, looking at that, though, let's see. I think our traitless dire howl we have in the team. So let's do that. Bold, italic, undersize, so we know. Okay, that's why there's a hole here. Then we should have a Lee's Punk. I bet you it's in the base. It is. Traitless Fox Parks. I bet you is in the team. Female one. Oh, nope, we got it there. Okay. Okay, so we should have 2 spaces. Come on. There we go. Okay, now that's in order. As is the rest of that stuff. That's our only lucky at the moment, so we're keeping that. So the rest of these guys can be sold because they don't really have the specs that we're after. So we are going to go do that quick. Oop. 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 Hold on. Close. I hit the wrong button. Bring that back up. There we go. Okay. Page up. Save is what I wanted to do. So as you can see, as far as breeding goes, we are nowhere near where we want to be. We have, I guess I didn't put these guys back in. We have a Cativa. Oops. 1T. There we go. Nightwing. Other 2. This is going to be where the Anubis is, which we don't have yet. This is where the Pyron is, which we don't have yet. But that one, and that one we have. So that is the team, remember, off of the title screen whenever we take a break and such. That's one of the teams we're going to go for. We're going to have some other ones in here. I'll probably do my Van Worm and the Hoon Crates here. We could do a Ragnahawk and then the fire things there. And then we got 2 more to do. Just to try out some different teams, see how they work. This team, really nothing to it other than it's on the title screen. I want to try it. We'll see how it does. Okay, so let's go sell these guys at the settlement. Well, I have her weapons equipped. There. Now I got empty hands. Not that it matters, but you never know. That might be something that changes in the future, too. And yes, I know I'm selling some Alpha Pals, but they really don't have anything we need at the moment. If they had stuff we needed, we'd keep them, but... There we go. We got some gold. What do they got? Traitless. He'll blow stuff up. He's tempting for the simple fact that he's watering level 2. Traitless Dire Howl female. I think we might actually buy that, and then we have a breeding pair of Dire Howls. A nimble Jolt Hog, so he'd run around quick. And a traitless male Lamball, which really doesn't help us any, but boy, that Dire Howl is tempting. I think we're going to. Because then we get, when we start breeding, we know, okay, well, we have a traitless male or female, so we can go whichever way we need to. We're a ways off from breeding yet. So let's go back to the base here. Looks like those berries are done. Let's drop those in here for them. Let's see, and that Dire Howl wanted to be at the beginning of the female list. 6 and 7. Flop, 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 flop. There we go. Usually wouldn't do that, but it gives us a breeding pair. Not that we couldn't breed other pals to get to a dire howl, but that at least, like say we needed to breed a flambell that has a specific trait, and if we breed it with a dire howl, or in this case, say we needed to breed a chickpea with it. Well, we wouldn't have had a female dire howl to breed with, but now we do. That is basically the reason I bought that one. Okay, so let's bring back up the chart here. We got all these guys. That was technically since it went up to 15 at the beginning of stuff. Let's scroll our way up. There are fewer. Let's see, it's after that. So Marsh Island is the next one. That is just to the northeast of where we just did all our stuff. I think we have that fast travel point, but as you can see, it'll be a quick, there's not near as many effigies in this area. Let me drag that back off to the side so I can see it on my side and I can not have to constantly flip back and forth for you guys. And did we grab that fast travel point? We did not. So let's go here, and then right up here was that fast travel point at the beginning of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fast travel points. There's some bosses in the area up there. This guy's going to be the quickest one to get over around. We'll collect those guys later. Once we're done with the area and ready to move on, we might grab all those spots in an area. And then, like, read them all at once, kind of thing, is what I'm thinking. Nope, not there yet. There we go. Now it's up on our thing. Oop, oop, out of the water, out of the water, out of the water. There we go. Now we can see it. So there's a level 23 boss. Not ready for that. As you can see, we were wet there, so we were running just that little bit slower. Nothing really here at the moment that's going to give us an issue with that. There are some slightly different pals here. We got some rubies instead. There we go. And just due east of here, there it is right over there, is our first effigy for this area. Got and marked. Basically due east of here, up there. Oops. I meant to hit the other key. Come back down here, regain some stamina while we're moving over. It's basically up there. Regain a bit of stamina on the edge here. Oops. At least I believe it's up there. It might be down there. Getting dark. Going to be easier to see these guys too. Check where we are on the map. Yeah, supposed to be one right around in here. Oh, that's right, down here. It's on this little island in between here. And we got a chest, so we may as well grab that while we're here too. And there's the effigy. Oh, come on. Come on. Pick up. There we go. And then to the southeast are 2 more. And a fast travel point. That's northeast. We want southeast. We'll land and just go along the ground here until we get closer to where we need to be. Pick up Pal Sphere on the way by, because why not? Let's see, so it says one is like right down here, and one is right over here, but not down on that bottom area. The fast travel point is over here somewhere. So if we, I hit the up and down key, by the way. When you're zoomed in, you can hit the keys instead of dragging the map around. So if we go from here, basically southeast, like we're going, we should end up hitting it. Sphere. Yeah, I figured. Gotta go up over the trees. C and effigy. There's one. Down, down, down. We're about to run out of stamina. And... ooh, we made it down before we completely ran out. Okay, so that is the one that was further north. So we need to be southwest of here to find one. So I bet we just didn't go far enough around that curve to see it. And since it's night, we're kind of looking for the nice, there it is, nice, bright, standout-y glow. Here. That one. Oops. Kind of marked that in a bad spot. There we go. Now, let's go basically that way. Fast travel point. Then if we need to come back over here for dungeons and stuff, or the bosses that are in the area, or we just need to catch pals. Could be why we'd come back over here for like the rubies and stuff. There's a guy over here to talk to, so we may as well talk to him. Get a little bit of free stuff anyway. Some palladium fragments. Each starting guy that you find at a respawn point, which is, this is a respawn point in this area, I believe, gives you something different. Because the guy we met at the first one gave us wood. This one gave us palladium. Apparently the Depresso decided to attack me. Thank you. Let's see, so from here we're going basically north, northwest. That fast travel point is what we're after. And then right around there is another one, and then to the west, and then to the north. And these are what the little pal souls look like out in the world. Small pal souls, okay. So when you see those, grab those, because that's how you increase stats. Could bring that out so you guys can see a bit better, couldn't I? Let's see. So this effigy is right back in here. Might even just be right on the other side of the wall, for that matter. Nope, not quite. No? There he is. And down we drop because we ran out of stamina. And we can't even jump because that's technically a rise, not jump. Okay, yes, that was that one. So now we want to head due west almost. That way. Ever so slightly north of due west. And it is right there. You can just barely see it started to poke out between the trees there. And there's a boss, level 17. We don't want to fight it right now. And our Nightwing would have trouble back here in the trees. Now we basically want to go north, just a little northwest. Probably that direction. Yep, there it is. Can already see it. Don't even need to grab berries. Well, we can grab berries as we're going by because we always get more seeds, and if we do a lot more storage, it will help for keeping it organized. Okay, and that is it for this island. Just to the east, maybe a little southeast, should be that fast travel point. And then, get out of the way. There we go. And then, even further southeast of that, should be another effigy. And we'll just climb up here. Now from here, it was east, southeast, so that direction. Let's go the Nightwing. It's technically on this next island. We're done with that island that we were on. 2, 3, 4, 5 more, and one more fast travel point that we're after. Oh, there it is up there. We're going to get over there first, and then we'll worry about climbing, because that's a long way up for going up and then over. Given our stamina as it currently sets. I believe once we get into PAL condensing, the Nightwing, as you condense more into them, will give you a faster fly speed. It depends on what thing can be ridden as a flying mount, so that is its partner skill. So as you increase this, it increases this, so a level 5 is going to be faster than this level 1. But that is a ways off. That takes PAL condensing, which means technically you need 116 of them to get up to that top tier. Now from here, if we go northwest, and then we grab the fast travel point last. Oop, chest. Not a very exciting bit of stream, but they can't all be good, right? I mean, ideally they would be, but we need to get all these guys anyway, so we may as well get them together. That way, if something interesting happens, like we come across a lucky or something, then you guys are here for it when it happens. A little bit of land bridge. This is pointing, we would need to go just that little bit further that direction. Come on, there we go. Now, we are not supposed to be able to encounter the bee guards. In this area, but I have. And those guys explode on you. So I'm going to be looking out just that little bit more. Just to be careful. Let's see, I believe we're going to be past this. That's probably down off this direction. Right? No, north of here. I believe just on the other side of this rock formation. Up, there it is. Just seen it. Now those bee guards were before the latest patch, so that may have been unintended spawns. I honestly don't know. I have not tried to find them again, but as we're up in here, we'll just keep an eye out. Maybe they'll spawn and we'll see if that's something that still happens. I meant to descend, not sprint. Nope, those are tansies. Those are not. Although that said, we could use some. Because these are planters and gatherers. So we could use some of that at the base if we're going to leave that unattended. They're only level 1s, but we're at the beginning here. Let's see here. Supposed to be up that direction, so I think we need to go this way. Right there. And there's supposed to be one right up over here. Oh, there it is. Oh, and a chest. Okay, so that marks that one. And that one. We got one more almost due east of here, and then our fast travel point is basically right up there. A little north of here, but not much. And this specifically around that tower is where I encountered the bee guards before as I was going after these effigies. Which is really weird because you're not supposed to encounter them until a later portion. Like they're supposed to be in a higher level area. So I was not expecting them when I saw them, but it's like, oh, hey, a chance to get cake. Let's see, a little bit further east, basically right in here. I think they're off over the edge here is where the effigy is. Yep, there it is. And then we'll have to climb back up to get the fast travel point because it's actually up there, not down here. And hopefully we make it back up since I didn't actually set down there. Oh yeah, we're good. But at this point, we can go faster. That's why I was grabbing a berry there. It's nice that you can hold the F while mounted to pick stuff up, but it should really just be a flick the F to pick stuff up, and if you hold it, it should know, oh, I want to dismount. This direction. Where that Nightwing is heading, basically. There's this little land bridge over. Another guy to talk to, get a little bit of free stuff. Make sure I hit F and not some other button that would make him do something else. And that is it for this area up here. As far as those things go. Let me bring the map back over. So right up in here is where I said I had encountered the bee guards before. You are not supposed to encounter those until you get up into this area. Or down here, they're over here. And that is in the 20 to 30 range. This is supposed to be the 1 to 10 range. They were level 20s, I will give it that. So at least it was in the right range, but it was totally not where they should have been. So that's why it was surprising. For the effigies, we got this area left and this area left. There are actually no effigies up here in this area. So if we scroll back down my little map thing here, Marsh Island is what we just did. Seabreeze Archipelago, that's to the southwest, so we just got that church up here, and this is where we respawned last stream, just to get it unlocked. And those are the dungeons there. But Forgotten Island has no Liftmonk effigies. All it has are 6 dungeons, plus a sealed dungeon. So all we have left for the Liftmonk effigies tonight is this area. So we'll probably start here, grab there, work our way down there, hit those guys, hit that guy, hit those, and then end back up there. That's kind of what I'm thinking of for the circle there. Let me drag that back off screen here. Let's see how our guys are doing here. So stone getting built up there. Are they moving? Not quite grabbing all the stone that he's dropping. I don't know that he's even using the stone pit since not all the nodes are gone. Or maybe they just recently respawned. I don't know. Those guys up. Only 2 of them, so we're not even going to get out our fox parts. Okay. Some berries we can dump in here. So I got over 150 of those guys. I think we're good there. Get some food done there. Our berries are down a bit, so let's just make a quick 50. And we'll help them cook them. And we're just about to another get up and move break, which we'll do here shortly. And then that should be the last get up and move before we're done. We got about a little over an hour left here. So we'll get those other Liftmonk effigies. Hopefully they won't take quite as long. And depending on where we're at then, we might quick do a dungeon. We'll see what time we have left after, because this last one took a bit longer since we did some basically some PAL box management in between when we first came back. Maybe while we're over there, there is... Let's see, I think we took out that Goo Moss boss. But there is a Swee over there that is also a level 11 boss. We might take him out as we're going around. He is just south of one of the fast travel points, so we could unlock the fast travel and go try and take him out. He is a good one for early level breeding because he has a low breeding power. So as you're setting up the first mid-tier where you're trying to get to Verdashes, which is a good planter, gatherer, transporter, because fast, you need to have a fairly low level just to breed down and into him if you're not going to go out and actually catch them. Here we go. Let's see, I know we got hit a couple times. I don't think we need anything repaired. It does not look like it. We did level up, but I didn't actually look at what we could get. Oh, we can get that cooking pot. Can we make that cooking pot? We can. Get him out of the way. Before I do that, so you can see this is what we could cook. Only at the campfire. It's only single ingredient things that we can cook. Get the campfire out of there. Let's build the cooking pot. Not much different. It is faster when it cooks stuff on its own. And faster when you got pals at it, working at it, etc., etc. But you can combine ingredients at this. So we don't have any wheat to make into flour. We will once we get the base upgraded and we can plant stuff on permanent locations. But you can see we got all kinds of other stuff in here now, so we can do that plus the tomato and that plus an egg and that kind of stuff. And these ones down here that are, say they're uncommon, eat to slightly increase work speed for a period. Well, that's why some people go after salads. Eating it slightly improves work speed for a period of time. All it takes is 2 lettuce and tomato. You got to get up to, I think, like level 38 before you can get the lettuce and tomato, unless you're going to buy everything. But these jam-filled buns are what you move. So basically, start with baked berries, because there's no reason to just have them eat regular berries. Baked berries. Then you move on to jam-filled buns, which takes flour, yes, but like I said, they restore, I believe it's 5 sanity and twice the nutrition that the baked berries do, so they don't come back and eat as often, and they restore more of their sanity when they do. Let's see, I believe it was, and maybe I can't even make it here. I don't even see it. I thought somebody said pizza is something that they make. It must be made somewhere else. Anyway, so, you know, go from here to here to here, because then they increase their work speed for a time after they eat 2, is the idea there. But that said, now that we got those berries, that was to, let's combine those up. I'm basically holding control. You look down there, it says control plus left click takes 1. You can keep hitting it, so if I get up to 16. No, I didn't need to do that. I did it anyway. That lets us to drop off back in here. That'll be plenty for them to keep up with. And that said, ooh, yeah, see, he's sleeping in the middle of the day because his sanity is really not all that great. So he only comes over here to eat every so often. As he's hungry, you know, his hunger bar is probably only about half full if we look at him here. You can see that hunger's at 150 out of 300, 152 out of 300, so he's not going to eat for a bit, but his sanity's lower. Let's see, he's not going to cooperate there, so one thing you can do, let's move him out, let's move him in. Basically, I feed him a berry, His hunger goes up, but so does his sanity. So if I force feed him some berries, even though he's full, we can keep force feeding him to get that sanity up there. So he's basically one you really don't want to use too often until you can get to a slightly better food option, because he's not restoring enough sanity just from sleeping overnight. But now his sanity's all the way back up there. He's nice and happy. He can go to work. Okay, with that, it is time for another get up and move break. So we'll just get this back to the title screen so that the game is paused while I'm up and moving. And we'll go back to that get up and move break, and I will see you guys in right around about 5 minutes here. And we're back. Almost didn't make it back on time. But I did, so that's the important bit. Now, if you watch, like I said, all the pals get dropped right in that spot when we come back. No matter what they were doing, they all started here and moved on around. So, let's go straight into coming over here. So that we can maybe get done and do a... 1 second here. There we go. Now I can see them all. So we can get done and maybe do a dungeon before we finish off the night here. And you know what? Since we need these guys yet. No, I said get in the pal sphere. Runner? No. Kinda was hoping for a runner there. Anyway. Let's see. There was that one off of here that we seen from the other side. Down over here, I believe it was. This is that one I seen when I said, oh, we'll come back and grab that when we're doing this side here. One. Next one should be down in that little black area right there. Can't remember if he's up top or down below or in the middle. Might be up top because I think he's supposed to be right in here. Huh. Maybe I'm looking in completely the wrong spot. Where are we? Oh, not far enough. Not far enough south. I believe he's going to be right down here. There we go. Keep marking them off as we go so that I don't think we got to do one here. Next one is we come down, he's right off of here. So again, not quite due south. There he is. You can just barely see him in the distance there. There. Oops, getting hot. That's not good. Let's see. Then we are going to be moving southwest. Now, southwest. Basically along this little beach here. And I believe they are going to be... Let's see, we go past here. There's one right here. Then there's one inland right about here. There's that Gumas that we defeated. Here's that Sweepa. Sorry, the Swee are the little ones. The Sweepa is the boss that I was talking about just south of that fast travel point. So technically we have all the fast travel points in this area. There's only the 3. Let's see, right around here. There he is up top there. Come on. Drop down far enough to pick him up. There we go. Catch up on my marking. Should be one just basically due west of here. A little bit north, not much. I do see a chest we'll get, though. Purple. So, gold. Oh, and some PAL spheres, but doesn't have the PAL souls. We would need to increase a PAL once we get to that point. And honestly, since we're here and that Gumas boss is here, I think we're going to do this. Run, 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 run. Oop. Nope. Just look at him go. And killed him before I could try and catch him. Whoops. Oh well. I think that happened before. More parts. Let's see. We were going to south here. Right? We got that. Yeah, we got that one. That was that one that was down in. Okay. See, I forgot to mark that one before I moved on, and it's like, wait, did we get that? No, that was the one down basically right there. Oops. Not what I meant to hit. He was right there. Anyway. So from there, basically south, just a little bit west-ish. I think right about there is the one we're after. Because the next one will be around the bend. Past the fast travel. Nope, still too warm to switch to using the torch. That's one thing about the hip lantern too, when we get that, is you don't have to worry about the heat it adds. Honestly, with the sun setting, I'm surprised we have to worry about the heat anyway. But I guess technically it's still daytime. Okay, so around that corner, I can't remember if this one is up top or down below. Almost want to say down below, right back in there, but I could be wrong. And I think I'm wrong, because he should be right in that black area there. I guess I'm not quite around the corner enough. Oop, PAL soul. Now, remember when I said those gold chests drop PAL souls when you open them? In the higher level areas, they will drop the higher level PAL souls. So just something to keep in mind. It's not something like, oh, it's only ever going to drop the small ones. I think it's up. Yeah, it's up top here. And rest. That one off. Basically do west of here. Can't see it on the map. I think right around here. And it is up top too, I think. It might not be. It might be down below. But we'll see when we get over there. Over this little bit. Come down. Over this little bit. I think he's down below. I know the one after him is down below. And he should be right around here somewhere. There he is. Not quite down below. In the middle. Oh. Come on. There we go. So northwest to here, and like I said, I believe he is down. I could have swore there was one down here. Oh, there he is. He just wasn't showing up yet. That's the next one we're going for, is the one up there to the northwest. Oh, chest. Get that gold. Doesn't weigh anything, so we may as well grab it. See, we got 13,000. Not a single bit of weight to it. Which is very good. Otherwise, it would get very annoying very quickly. See if we got enough stamina to get straight over there here. There we go. Now we're far enough into night I can use the torch to help you guys see a little bit more. Maybe. And we're not going to have enough stamina. We're going to drop right before we get there. Right about there we go. If you're playing the game and you don't want to worry about that, I know there's mods that get rid of the stamina when you're flying too. I'm trying to play it vanilla here for this playthrough. If we do another... Yeah, see, he's not dropping low enough for me to get it. There we go. Okay, so that was that one. And that one. Then we need to move just to the west, a little bit north. I believe he's up top here. Ooh, egg. May as well grab it while we're flying. The eggs are one thing. If you look at the map, there are a lot, and I mean a lot of eggs out there. But once you see an egg, right around here's where we're heading. Once you see an egg, it will not change until you pick it up, and then it respawns. So that is just one thing to keep in mind. It's like, oh, well, this spot's supposed to have this kind of egg. Well, if you never pick up the egg that's there, and it's not the kind you want, it'll never respawn into the egg that you do want. So basically, if you're hunting eggs in a specific area, see an egg, pick it up. Because otherwise you won't get what you want. Now we want to head, it is basically up there, pretty much northwest, southwest. Definitely not going over there. That is the volcano. That is a much higher area. If we were not doing my self-imposed rules, where I'm saying, well, we can't go there till we get other stuff defeated first. Then, ooh, chest. This Tom Bat might give us an issue here. Okay. So we need to head north. There it is. Drop down here. Where was I saying? Oh, that Mount Obsidian is what that area is called. It's a volcano. There is a nice egg path in the south at the beach area, where as soon as you get a flyer, as long as you're careful, you can go and get the Jormuntide Ignis is the mob's name. It is level 4 kindling, and that's all it has, is the fact that it is level 4 kindling. There's a lift monk right over here with the boss. So that's where we're going to head. So basically due east here. He is basically the base pal you want for kindling, especially this early game. Because level 4 kindling gets those cakes done in a minute, whereas the level 1s could take 5, could take 10. Yeah, so that's something a lot of people do because when you're, oops, getting hot. So when you're in that area, you basically look for the huge dragon eggs, or like I just said, you pick up every egg you can get. If if it's a huge dragon egg, it will be that Jormuntide Ignis. Catching them or hatching them from those eggs that you find, or breeding two Jormuntide Ignises together, that's the only way to get a Jormuntide Ignis. You cannot breed into him at all using other pals. Bit northeast, I mean. And since we're here, and I said we were maybe going to fight this guy, while we're on our flyer here, you seen that tornado attack I used earlier? Because for each of those Swee... Oh wow, we missed pretty much every single one of them. Okay, now we're going to get off him. We're fighting a nice pal. Let's get our fire guy out. Dang, if I don't keep moving, I'm going to die here. Oh, are we going to catch him even though we died? Nope. That's what I get for not paying attention and doing too much fighting on the bird. But we had the fast travel point unlocked. So from that fast travel point, literally right down between there. So once you get to the point that it's trivial, I mean, it doesn't help that I got frozen and hit and just basically didn't pay attention. That loss was basically totally on me. See, and now they're all back again. So what we're going to do... It did not help that we were on our bird. We did the tornado attack, and it missed literally every single one of those little guys. Dismount. Let him do his thing. Switch to that guy. Let him do his thing. Why is it telling me I'm hot? Because it's telling me I'm hot, I'm taking damage every second we're here. There we go. Now we're down to... Oop. He just about killed our Fox Parks. Get him, kitty cat. See, he gets a damage bonus for each one of these guys that are still here. Oh, come on. A little bit more. Back bonus. Let's see if that 50%'s enough. Nope. Let's try that again. Nope. There we go. Okay, at least I'm not taking damage anymore. Okay, very bad showing for doing a boss. But we got him. So let's head northwest, I think. Northeast, sorry. Through this little pass. There's basically one equidistance to the north and to the south. Let's do the northwest one, then we'll do the southeast one. Yeah. We got 4 more to do, basically. Let's see, there is one right up here, then there's one right down here, and then over here, and then up here, and then we're back to the base. Ooh, I see a chest up there. I think I see a chest up there. Do I see a chest up there? I see a chest we can't get up there. Needs a copper key. Don't have any copper keys. Let's see. This is down over here. There he is. Go south and east-ish. Or south and east. And basically there's one right down over here. Right off this little point. I believe. Oh, there it is. I think he was getting hungry and he has trouble getting down in between trees, so. Now, just to the northeast-ish. Oops, there we go. More this way. Let's see, up over. Where are we looking? A little more southeast at this point now. I think he's right down over here somewhere. 2 to go. Right down in here. Oh, I think I seen him. There we are. And then back to the northwest-ish. About this direction. Dungeon. Don't worry about those after bit here. Basically right there is where we're going, a little bit more north angled. There he is. On a ledge. Okay, so that is all the Lift Monk energies in our starting, or quote-unquote starting zones. Oops. Our fast travel point out of here is to east, a little southeast. is a boss in the... Oh, right there. Univolt 31. We just hit 18. He would wreck us. We don't stand a chance on that. And you can see our fast travel point up over there. We are definitely going to need to set down to get some stamina back to get up there. Or... we switch to our dire howl. Oop. I hear a lucky. A lucky chickpea. Well, let's see about that. Are you going to be straight lucky for us? Nope, dainty eater. But we'll keep him. We can possibly breed that out to get straight lucky something. And hopefully my game sounds are up enough in comparison to my voice that you guys heard that too as I was walking by. That's the only way I knew it was there. I heard it. Okay. And back to base. And first things first. Let's see, pelt armor. Heat resistant pelt armor. I was hoping that first dungeon, we may run a dungeon first. So that said, you're gonna take a cloth to fix. Nope, over here, there we go. A cloth to fix. Not that it offers us much, but it's better than nothing. Food, food, food. We're gonna eat that and that, actually. That we can sell, that we can sell, that we can sell. Technology-wise, we only have 1 point. To get the Pal Essence Condenser is 2. Which you really don't need until we start breeding actual perfect pals. We want to save these, I think, to get the Hip Lantern. But, yeah, anyway. We are at the point we can get the stone structure set. That means we can start working on an actual more permanent beginning base. Yeah, anyway. How have they been doing on the stone front? Not that good. I think he keeps getting distracted because he starts doing the watering instead. But we had an egg to hatch, not eat. Ferocious. Was that one of the ones we were keeping? Does not look like it. We might toss him in the... because that's a plus attack. We might just keep him in the possibilities because, like I said, for an attack pal, wanting legend, we're not going to get legend till the very end of the stuff. So we might do ferocious, musclehead, swift, and lucky until we can get the legend. Chickpea, definitely keeping the chickpea. So we have 2 luckies with other stats in them. I mean, Lucky Artisan will make a good... that's something we'll work for our base pal anyway, but they're both female. Oops. Our Sui has Dragon Killer. So not ideal. Or Sweepa, sorry. But the reason I want to keep Sweepa is because he goes clear down to a 410. If we wanted to breed a Nightwing, we'd need him. But our Anubis that we have up here, 570, so we need something below that to be able to get it. Our 410 is below that. Yeah, so that's... We might keep him around 2 for breeding, because... And it isn't him, okay. We can always possibly breed that Dragon Killer trait out. It takes longer to do that kind of stuff. Let's see, Diet Lover we were not keeping. These guys we had grabbed because we were going to put them in instead of this guy. And in fact, that guy we're going to get rid of. All he does is planting. These guys at least will plant, gather, handiwork, logging, and transporting. Which means we're going to put the Nimble guy in there because Nimble is a slight increase to movement speed. So he can do the planting just as fast as the other guy did, but he also helps with everything else too. Well, not everything else, but a lot of the other stuff too. I need that. Let's give that to him. And Nightwing has a very big stomach to fill. That said, let's go to the settlement and sell those 3 things so they're out of the way. And let's sell the pals too while we're here. We got about 20 minutes left. I think what we might do... 20 minutes. So we could either do a dungeon, hopefully, or we could work on the base a bit. Let's see here. So, come back up here. So if we come over here, Marsh Islands, if we come here, there's a dungeon right there. Let's go see if that's up, and if so, we'll just get one of those dungeons crossed off the list. Let's level up first, though. So level 18 is hide that. 18 is a work speed and a base increase. So work speed just in time to rebuild our base. Okay, so coming up here, there was a dungeon over here. Let's go see if it's up, and if it is, that should be just about the amount of time it takes us to... Let's see, north, east, it must be in there, that little black dot there. And we're going to move much quicker on this guy than walking. Oh, see the tree-ish area there, so that's an indication, hey, there's a dungeon here. And it is open. Let's see what we get. We should have increased my... Whoops. Nope, in the ball. There we go. Veil of Darkness. Not sure if that's any good, but sorry about that. Switching screens to see what's up. Coal. Yeah, we're not going to mine it. That's easy enough to get later. Well, actually, I take that back. With our level restrictions we're doing, it might not be easy to get later. Oh, I let it go down too far. We're going to tell our pal to just attack everything it sees. But I think we're going to switch to this one. Because his little flurry of blows is kind of neat and does a lot. Nope. In. There we go. Let's see, that's just ore. Vanguard. Were we keeping? Oops. Vanguard. We were, so we got a Vanguard there, so that's good. Caught something useful. Sometimes going through these doors, it helps to basically pick up the pal and put it back out. Sometimes they get stuck. And we got a fuddler. I think he got stuck in the little deeper water here. Cat versus cat, but those cats are in water, so I don't think our cat's going to care to fight them. But that is one thing about it. Oh, okay, they went through the door. Usually they don't go running through the door. They act like the door's a stuck point. Ours got stuck. Nope, sorry, I don't want to fight you. That's what he's out there for. I think that guy is stuck. And this was not the way to go to get to the end of the dungeon. I'm not dodging very good. Got another Vanguard. He is low enough I really want to catch him, because we still need our catch bonus for the Kilmari anyway. Stop it. Get in there. Stay. There we go. Could mine that. Don't really need that. We can get that other ways. Would be another way through, but this is the end of the thing. I think what we're going to do... hop on him and get back to the main branch. Actually, we're going to do this bit first, because this should be just a chest. And the only reason I knew that was probably just a chest is because of how far in we are already. It's basically from this room, if there's another room out, there can only be one room, and that's going to be a chest room over there most likely. Now, mobs in here will have respawned since we went far enough away. Just as easy to do it that way, even though he kind of took damage. Those guys out of the way, and we go north this time. I said north without even looking, but yes, north. Up in the map. Up. And this is not going to be the right way either. But there should be a chest in here somewhere. While I'm thinking about it, we're going to switch it back to that, because if we go outside, they're going to attack everything. Excuse me? I know we could fight and catch, but we're running lower on time. So basically trying to get out of the dungeon so we can get back to the base and do our stuff before the end of the stream here. There's going to be only one way to go. That leads us to the boss. And that is this way. There's the tree. And what boss are we getting? T-Fant. Oh, yay. That's helpful. They literally only water stuff. Oops, didn't see that other one. Angry character. My Fox Parks is taking damage. Stop it. Ancient civilization parts, more stuff to sell. I know, I'm injured. We can put that back in there. I know I didn't catch him either. I should have. At least tried. We get high-grade technical manual. High-grade technical manual, which is basically just technology points. Kind of hoping for one of the thermal shirts. Which is why we quick ran the dungeon. Head back over to the fast travel point, go back to the base. Level up the base. Do a couple quick cleanup things before we end the stream here. And then we'll start the next stream. Oop. 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 Come on. Come on. There we go. We'll start the next stream working at the base. Because we can now... Oh yeah, I better remember to mark that dungeon off our map too to say that one's done. Oops, that's... No, come on. Mark that. Okay, so first this. No. Vanguard, yes. No. Vanguard, yes. Sirius, I don't think we were keeping, were we? No. The Vanguards are in box 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got a female. And a female, Daydream, and Calamari. Well, hey, that's where I want them. Not very far off, but hey, we got a couple Vanguards there. So, no, no, no. Let's go sell that stuff quick. Like I said, we're basically only got it like 5 minutes. Well, 7 minutes. Somewhere around there left, so we're just doing some quick cleanup things so that we can just start fresh actually working on stuff next time. So, we don't need that. Let's see what he's selling quick. Come on. Vanguard, nope. Nimble, possibly. Aggressive, Pyromaniac, Serious. Nope, nothing there. Could have bought the cow so that we could get milk for cake, but until we can get honey, doesn't matter. Let's see that. We got the rubies and the precious parts to sell. While we're here, you're going to need wheat plantation. I like to do 2 wheat plantations, so we're going to need 6 wheat seeds. We're going to need the mill so that we can make flour. So let's buy 6 wheat seeds. Oops, 6. There we go. So that we can start getting towards those jam-filled buns next time. While we're down here, let's do the stat points. Leveling. We are now at level 19. Still a base level 7. There's my 5-minute warning. So wait, that's going to come in handy when we start rebuilding the base here. Go back over here to the base. Okay, clear stuff out. I don't know what he was doing over there with berries carrying him around, but whatever. Food. To get rid of it. Coal. Would usually be in with the stuff anyway. That's one thing I can't wait for too, is to get this stuff set up properly so that I'm dropping them in. Because usually what I do, and you'll see it next time, is I'll do 3 chests here. It'll be mob drops, technical drops, so like the ancient civilization parts. And then the last one is stuff like I think we got a schematic in here somewhere. Or like if a tool I don't use all the time, I'll throw in there, that kind of thing. We got those cleared out. Stone, we do not necessarily have a ton of. He's been working on it, though. So what we're going to do... Actually, we're not going to break that. Let's do... So our stone foundation, we placed this so that we're facing this way. If you look at the stone okay. If you look at the stone foundations, they can go either direction. So I like putting them that way so that I'm pointing in the north-south direction. Not required. I just like doing it. But I'm just placing a couple of those down so that when we come back next time, we'll basically disassemble everything, including the PAL box. We'll build these back in on stone foundations because they're a bit sturdier, a bit more permanent. The next most permanent thing is basically metal, which we are quite a ways from, especially since we'd have to really farm it up to get it going. But basically, when we come back next time, what we're going to work on is the base and getting it set up. Before we go here, one last thing. All those lift monk energies we got, total of 69 of them. Nice. Let's see. We get to level 1. We can get to level 2. We can get to level 3. We can get to level 4. Get to level 5. Level 6. And now we're down to 12 left, but it takes 23 to go to level 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 4 more levels to do. So that enhances our capture power, basically makes it easier to catch the pals that we're trying to catch. Comes in handy. I'll do some thinking about if we're going to do foundations for everything and basically wipe out all the trees in these nodes, since these guys will prioritize nodes over the pits now. I am not sure. One good thing about doing foundations everywhere is everything is level, and I can do walls on the outside so that they can't accidentally walk off the edge. Although it looks like their patch that fixed the pathfinding near the edges of the blue circle used to be they would come out here, and if they touched even a little bit of the blue circle, like I'm partially in, partially out, they'd get stuck. They wouldn't know what to do. So far, it looks like they're doing pretty good, because I haven't seen these guys get stuck out there. And we've been letting them run while we're out running around, so. So that's our plan for next time. Basically, like I said, what I'll do when we first come back is disassemble everything, put some chests way out of the way, so that we can get this wood replaced with the stone. And as you can see, you can kind of see, oh, well, that's a square. That's a square. It makes it a lot easier to line stuff up in the middle of the squares. Because, like the beds, these small ones, not as big a deal, but you kind of want them on their own little square. Or in my case, I'll put like one here. The next one will be here. And then here, because there are bigger beds later on. It helps them from getting stuck, basically. But that is in a future stream, and we are now technically at the end of the stream time. So I'd like to thank everybody that came through. We didn't get any new follows this week, but that's okay. Like I said, not really doing it at this point to improve that at this point. I'm doing it to improve myself in the talking and the energy and getting my point across on the fly kind of thing. That, and I'm playing the game anyway. May as well stream it if I'm just going to be doing it anyway. But that said, thank you everybody for coming, and we are going to end the stream right there. Next stream is tomorrow. I am planning same time as usual, 6:30 to 9:30 Central Time. See you then.